Welcome to the Enugu Writing Festival Season 1. Today, we begin a journey that is bigger than a contest, bigger than a prize pool, and bigger than a single event. We begin a journey of discovery, growth, visibility, impact, and transformation through literature. Across Enugu State today are gifted storytellers, insightful article writers, brilliant poets, and creative thinkers whose voices deserve to be heard. There are young people carrying stories that can inspire communities, challenge harmful systems, preserve culture, and shape the future. There are writers with remarkable talent whose only challenge has been opportunity, exposure, guidance, and the right platform. The Enugu Writing Festival was created with these writers in mind. Our vision is simple but powerful. We envision an Enugu State where writers are not hidden but visible, where literary talent is not ignored but celebrated, where writers are not isolated but connected, where creativity is not wasted but developed into influence, opportunity, and impact. We believe literature remains one of the most powerful tools for leadership, transformation, education, advocacy, innovation, and nation building. We believe that when writers grow, communities grow. When writers become visible, ideas become visible. When ideas become visible, societies begin to change. This is why the Enugu Writing Festival exists. This festival is proudly presented by the Mindportal Penstars Club, a literary development platform committed to leadership through literature. Over the years, we have consistently designed initiatives that help writers improve their craft, increase their visibility, build meaningful connections, and discover opportunities for growth. Our commitment to excellence is not theoretical, it is proven. Between August and November 2025, we successfully organized and coordinated writing festivals across multiple states in Nigeria. These included the Abia Writing Festival, the Anambra Writing Festival, the Ondo Writing Festival, the Kwara Writing Festival, the Benue Writing Festival, the Lagos Writing Festival, and the Ibom Writing Festival. Hundreds of writers participated across these festivals. Writers developed new skills, built new relationships, gained visibility, and strengthened their literary journeys. The results were remarkable. The impact was significant. The testimonials were inspiring. However, all of those festivals were conducted virtually. This year, we are taking a bold step forward. In 2026, we are introducing a new dimension. The Enugu Writing Festival will not only be virtual, it will also have a physical component. This means participants will enjoy the flexibility and accessibility of virtual engagement while also benefiting from the energy, networking opportunities, training experiences, and community building possibilities that come with a physical festival gathering. This is one of the reasons why the Enugu Writing Festival is particularly special. We are not simply organizing another competition. We are building a literary ecosystem. We are creating a platform where learning meets opportunity, where creativity meets visibility, and where talent meets purpose. Most importantly, we are using this festival as a foundation for establishing and strengthening the Penstars Club community in Enugu State. This means that what begins today as a festival is intended to grow into a long-term movement. A movement of writers. A movement of thinkers. A movement of storytellers. A movement of individuals committed to personal growth, community development, and positive transformation through literature. And we are excited that you are part of this historic beginning. Now that you understand the vision behind the Enugu Writing Festival, let us walk you through the structure of the festival itself. One of the things we value deeply at the Mindportal Penstars Club is structure. Great results rarely happen by accident. Growth requires structure. Excellence requires structure. Transformation requires structure. For this reason, the Enugu Writing Festival has been carefully designed as a progressive three-stage journey that allows participants to learn, compete, improve, and gradually advance through different levels of engagement. Rather than overwhelming participants with a single activity, we have broken the festival into stages, phases, and special developmental events. This approach helps participants learn continuously while competing. The festival officially begins with Stage 1. Stage 1. Stage 1 will commence at 12 a.m. on Wednesday, June 17, 2026 and will conclude at 11:59 p.m. on Saturday, June 20, 2026. This is the first major contest window of the festival. During this period, participants will receive their first challenge and will be expected to submit their entries before the deadline. This stage is important because it establishes the foundation for the rest of the festival. We encourage participants to approach stage 1 with seriousness, creativity, originality, and attention to detail. Immediately after stage 1, participants will proceed to our first special event. Special Event 1. Expository Session. The expository session will hold on Sunday, June 21, 2026. This session is designed to help participants gain deeper insight into writing, creativity, storytelling, literary expression, and personal development. It is also an opportunity for participants to learn from experienced facilitators and gain perspectives that can strengthen their future submissions. Following the expository session, the festival proceeds into stage 2. This session is designed to help participants connect with fellow writers, exchange ideas, build relationships, and expand their literary networks. Phase 2. The final competitive phase begins at 12 a.m. on Sunday, July 19, 2026 and concludes at 11:59 p.m. on Wednesday, July 22, 2026. This represents the final competitive window of the Enugu Writing Festival Season 1. Participants are encouraged to bring their very best effort, creativity, and professionalism into this final stage. At the conclusion of Stage 3, competitive activities will officially come to an end. However, the festival itself will not be over. The journey culminates in our most important event. As we approach the end of the competitive stages, the Enugu Writing Festival transitions into its most exciting phase. The Grand Finale. The Grand Finale is more than an award ceremony. It is the culmination of weeks of learning, writing, development, networking, competition, and growth. It is the moment where participants, facilitators, partners, literary enthusiasts, and members of the writing community come together to celebrate excellence. Unlike many virtual literary initiatives, the Enugu Writing Festival will conclude with a physical event. This physical gathering has been designed to provide participants with opportunities that extend beyond competition. The grand finale will feature training sessions, literary conversations, networking opportunities, recognition activities, community engagement, and the official announcement of winners. It will be a day of learning, a day of connection, a day of celebration, a day of opportunity. Most importantly, it will be a day that reminds every participant that writing is not merely an individual activity, it is part of a larger ecosystem of ideas, relationships, influence, and impact. Now let us discuss the evaluation process. At the Mindportal Penstars Club, we place a strong emphasis on credibility, excellence, transparency, and fairness. The purpose of this festival is not simply to identify winners. Our purpose is to help writers grow. We believe that a truly successful festival is one where participants live better than they arrived. For this reason, we have adopted an evaluation framework that balances literary excellence with audience engagement. The Enugu Writing Festival uses a 70-30 evaluation model. This means that your final score will be determined through two major components. The first component is your creative performance. The second component is public support. Creative performance, 70%. 70% of your overall score comes directly from the quality of your work. This is the most important component of the festival. Your submissions will be assessed by qualified judges using established evaluation criteria. Judges will evaluate areas such as originality, creativity, clarity, relevance, structure, depth of thought, emotional impact, technical quality, and overall effectiveness. This means that the strongest determinant of success in this festival remains the quality of your writing. The festival is fundamentally designed to reward excellence. Public support, 30%. 30% of your overall score comes from public support. This component includes monetary voting. Now, we understand that many writers have concerns whenever they hear the phrase monetary voting. For this reason, we would like to explain our philosophy clearly. The purpose of monetary voting is not to replace literary excellence. The purpose of monetary voting is not to allow money to determine the winner. And the purpose of monetary voting is certainly not to disadvantage talented writers. Instead, monetary voting is designed to help writers begin developing an important skill that every successful creative eventually needs. The ability to build support around their work. Think about it. Authors sell books because people support their work. Poets fill auditoriums because people support their work. Content creators grow because people support their work. Artists thrive because people support their work. In the real world, creativity and audience support often work together. The monetary voting system introduces participants to this reality in a structured and controlled way. It encourages writers to share their work, engage their communities, communicate their ideas, and inspire people to support their creative journey. Most importantly, monetary voting contributes only 30% of the total score. This means that votes alone cannot determine the winner of the Enugu Writing Festival. Let us repeat that. Votes alone cannot determine the winner. A participant with excellent writing still possesses a significant advantage because 70% of the overall score comes directly from creative performance. The voting component simply complements the judging component. It adds an additional layer of audience engagement and support. In practical terms, this means participants should focus first on producing excellent work. Write powerfully. Write creatively. Write intentionally. Write with excellence. Then invite people to support your journey. When these two elements work together, the result is a more complete development experience for every participant. As you progress through the festival, remember that this is not merely a competition. It is a growth platform. It is a visibility platform. It is a learning platform. It is a networking platform. And for many participants, it will become a launching platform. Whether you emerge as a winner, a finalist, or a participant, our expectation is that you leave this festival with stronger skills, greater confidence, broader connections, and a clearer vision for your future as a writer. That is the true victory. And that is what the Enugu Writing Festival is ultimately designed to achieve. As we come to the end of this orientation, there is one final message we would like every participant to remember. You are not here by accident. Out of the many people who heard about this festival, you made a decision to take action. You made a decision to register. You made a decision to believe in your ability. You made a decision to invest in your growth as a writer. And for that reason alone, you have already taken an important step forward. The journey ahead will require commitment. It will require discipline. It will require consistency. It will require courage. There may be moments when a challenge appears difficult. There may be moments when you question your ability. There may be moments when you compare yourself to other participants. Do not allow those moments to define your experience. Remember why you started. Remember the gift you carry. Remember the stories waiting to be told. Remember the ideas waiting to be expressed. Remember the lives that may one day be influenced by your words. Throughout history, writers have shaped civilizations. Writers have preserved cultures. Writers have inspired movements. Writers have challenged injustice. Writers have educated generations. Writers have given hope to people during difficult times. Never underestimate the power of a writer. And never underestimate the power of your own voice. As you participate in this festival, we encourage you to embrace every opportunity available to you. Take every challenge seriously. Attend every session. Learn from every interaction. Connect with fellow participants. Build meaningful relationships. Seek improvement rather than perfection. Focus on growth rather than comparison. Focus on progress rather than pressure. Most importantly, remain teachable. The participants who gain the most from this festival will not necessarily be those who arrive as the strongest writers. Very often, they will be those who are most willing to learn. As pioneers of the Enugu Writing Festival Season 1, you are helping to lay the foundation for something that can influence writers across Enugu State for years to come. Years from now, when future editions of this festival are being celebrated, your names will be remembered among those who were present at the beginning. Those who believed in the vision. Those who helped establish the movement. Those who chose growth. Those who chose excellence. Those who chose impact. This is why we encourage you to approach this festival with pride, responsibility, and enthusiasm. Celebrate your fellow participants. Support one another. Challenge yourself. Represent your community well. And give your absolute best. On behalf of the Mindportal Penstars Club, we officially welcome you to the Enugu Writing Festival Season 1. We are excited about what you will create. We are excited about what you will learn. We are excited about who you will become. The journey begins now. Write boldly. Write purposefully. Write excellently. Write for impact. And together, let us demonstrate the power of literature to transform lives, communities, and society. Welcome to the Enugu Writing Festival Season 1. Let the journey begin. Write. Learn. Connect. Impact. Thank you, and we wish you an inspiring and rewarding festival experience.